Whenever you're ready, Chairman.
I will make a motion to call the meeting to order.
I second that.
Committee Member Tyson Garten. Committee Member Sarah Larson.
Present.
Committee Member William Howe.
Present.
Committee Vice Chair Kaylee Stanley.
Present.
Committee Chair Andy Call.
Here.
All right, it looks like the next thing on the agenda would be the consent agenda, so.
Has everybody had a chance to look over the minutes from a year and a half ago? If so, I will make a motion to approve those minutes from May 23rd of 2022.
Bill Howe seconds the motion.
Committee Member Tyson Garten. Committee Member Kara Larson.
Yes.
Committee Member William Howe.
Yes.
Committee Vice Chair Kaylee Stanley.
Yes.
Committee Chair Andy Call.
Yes. And we will move on to new business.
All right, thank you, committee members. I'm not sure all of you know me. I see some faces I don't know. I'm Morgan Treasurer. I'm the Economic Development Director. So our agenda is just to stay in compliance with our ordinance. So we're planning on reviewing our impact fee report and then just a brief update on the status of where we're at with our current impact fee schedule. So we sent that out in advance. It covers the major projects. So for the police impact fee, we had exciting development of the new police station. And we have Chief Fertusco here if you have any specific questions for him. But in the report, we had some pictures and just some things. So I will turn it over to Chief and the committee if you guys wanted to ask him anything specific.
Honestly, it looks like it's working out great for you.
Committee members, Chief Mike Fertusco, 793 West 4th. Yeah, it's a great building. It's working out great for all of us. The deputies and detectives, they love it. It's the nicest building that we have for our local law enforcement for Ada County. So I know Star, Eagle, Kuna, being contract cities, we have the best facility out of all of them. So, and I'm not just saying that to make them look bad. I'm saying that because it's true. This is a very nice building, beautiful, secured parking. Nobody else has that except the main station at Barrister. So it's worked out really well.
All right, and in the packet again, it just shows the summary of the Police Impact Fund. So the way it's set up right now, we have the general fund covering the cost, and then the impact fee fund will reimburse that. It's explained exactly out in that report. Right here on this page. Page 10 of 15 of your packet. Did anybody have any questions about the financials? All right. So I'll move on to the Parks Impact Fund, and we can give Bobby a hard time. He had more projects, some awesome things for the community, and I will let him give a little summary of the projects they've done this year.
Impact fee committee members for the record, Bobby Withrow, 751 West 4th Street. It's been a long year for us. One of the things or a few things we did is added a park at Strobel and Kuna Road. That will help with the access for Indian Creek. As many of you know, that road's always been a problem, and we were able to get a park and parking lot over there with impact fee funds. We also got a mini excavator that was much needed. The old one we had was quite small, and the new one is working out very nice. The guys haven't complained yet this winter because it's got a heater. Another project we're doing is, well, I'll leave that one for last, but Sadie Creek. Sadie Creek was a extension of our dog park area. We did have some things fall through with the developer, so we are going through and redeveloping that this year, so it'll look a lot better for us next year. The big one was Zamzo's Park. We basically took a dirt field and built half a sports complex on it in about 5 months. Most of it was staff time and equipment. Very little was farmed out. Concrete was farmed out because we can't do that yet. But we're hoping to open that this spring so everybody can see it. With that, I stand for questions.
Hey, Bobby, on that pro infield grader, are you gonna be able to use that on all the fields the city owns or just the ones at Zamzo's?
Impact fee committee member Bill Al, we're gonna be able to use it everywhere. So, not just those fields, but our 2 fields in town. And then I plan on working with the school and KYSBA to help those fields on the school property too.
That's awesome. That's a great grader that you guys bought. That's
Yeah,
perfect.
and then we also got a 4-wheeler to help with stuff like that too.
The park there on Strobel, I drive by that every day, twice a day. And I cannot believe how many people are always out there at that park, especially at the pickleball courts. That thing is packed every day in the summer. So that was a good move.
Good. Well, that was thanks to you guys.
All right, and just like with the police fund, there's a summary of the financials included. Did anybody have any questions about that? All right, that's all we had on the city side. Beyond just an update, as we are just, now 1.5 years into our capital improvement plan and our capital fee study, we aren't anticipating any major changes to that right now this minute, but we will be working with the city treasurer's office to see if, due to the addition of the assets we've had, if it might be when the best time to relook at that capital impact fee plan will be. So keep an eye on your emails if we decide we need to look at that sooner rather than later. And at this time, I will hand it over to Crystal to go over the fire side.
For scrolling up and down. Okay. So I don't know many of you either. I know Kara. She was on the Impact Fee Advisory Committee prior, but my name's Crystal Hinkle. I'm the Officer of Administration for Kuna Fire, as well as the Impact Fee Administrator. So in your packet, I did do a financial recap for 2022 since we didn't meet in 2022, so you guys can see what we've spent the funding on. The biggest expenditure was the new engine in 2022, and then also the station remodel. And then there was an incident where the city had collected some impact fees for Grand Prado, which they were actually not in our fire district, so we did have to do a reimbursement. In 2023, at this point, we're showing revenue of $850,000, $14.33. Oh, I guess I should scroll down, huh? And then expenditures of $51,138.46, and that was for a large portion of the remainder of the station remodel. We do have one area that we have to finish that we plan on doing in 2024. In 2024, as you can see, we plan on spending most of our fund balance, and that's going to be for the rest of the station remodel, the command vehicle for our assistant chief, a utility side-by-side, which the chief was able to actually get a grant for the side-by-side, so the funds that are going to be spent are to equip the actual side-by-side. So we were able to save funding there. And then Station 2, we did receive a bond for $6 million, and so that will cover the build, but we will be using $2 million to be able to furnish the station. And then I did provide a copy of our current CIP. We do plan on going forward in 2024 and revisiting the CIP. It was done back in November of 2021, and a lot has changed in the last 2 years. You can see, I can't see that far. So the remodel obviously took place, so we can remove that. Station 2 is going to be done, we're able to build Station 2 with a bond, so we're able to remove that off the CIP. Station 3, we actually are going to be annexing in the Spring Rock subdivision, and they are planning on paying their impact fees up front to help build Station 3 sooner. So we'll be modifying possibly the cost of that. And then we will be adding Station 4 and 5 to the CIP. We do plan on putting in 2 more stations in the next 10 years. And then obviously you can see in the vehicles, there's a lot that has changed as far as the Station 2 engine. We've already purchased that. We've purchased our brush truck. So we're doing a lot of great things that we haven't been able to do because we've been able to collect impact fees. Any questions?
How's the demand compared to the growth right now? Last time we met, it was still pretty lopsided. Is it evening out with the new resources yet?
That would probably be a question for Chief, and I know he's not here, but looking at the statistics, since we actually gave up our ambulance, we've been able to handle more of our simultaneous calls, and that was a struggle. It's because we had to make that choice of, are you going to go out on an ambulance, or are you going to take your engine or squad? And so that's been being able to have now 2 engines. It's really helpful to be able to make sure that we can meet the time and then also handle those simultaneous calls. other questions for me?
Well, as we did not have any other action items outside of the approval of the minutes, because this is kind of a interim review year for us, we don't have anything else on the agenda. So unless you guys have anything you want to bring up for staff or any questions you need answered, that is all that we had for you guys tonight.
All right, none of us seem to have anything, so we'll make a motion. We'll just make a motion to adjourn the meeting then. Nobody has anything.
I'll second the motion to adjourn.
Committee member Tyson Garten. Committee member Kara Larson.
Yes.
Committee member William Howe.
Yes.
Committee Vice Chair Kaylee Stanley.
Yes.
Committee Chair Andy Call.
Yes.